Hi, I'm Noxy. Some of you guys know me from my streams, some of you from my art. You probably haven't seen this character before. He's new. You might have seen a couple of my TikTok videos, but they're a little old. I kind of had a pretty big break from everything streaming and all that sort of stuff just because I wanted to focus on getting me sorted. And frankly, I just think that right now I wanted to start a vlog because today was the day that after accumulation of 4 years of going through all of these like psychiatric systems, I've actually finally got and taken ADHD medication for the first time. So I saw my doctor 4 years ago, back in late 2021. They got me a referral to a psychiatrist. And that first psychiatrist, she was sweet as hell, but she didn't give me the diagnosis at the time. She told me that she believed I had other symptoms that were much more prevalent in my life, which I disagreed with. And because I wasn't happy with that, I went and talked to a psychologist that would help me out to try and figure out what those issues were and if those things that she mentioned were prevalent in my life still. And he basically didn't agree with her. So he gave me a letter to get back to her. But the problem was I had to wait a year before I could get retested. And these psychiatric visits cost like thousands of dollars. I did get help, but it was, for that first one, asking for that much help was kind of hard to do. And to ask for a second one after a year of waiting and a year of therapy, that was really difficult for me. Like, after I did go and do my first 10 sessions with the psychologist and he gave me that letter, not much really happened. I couldn't afford to see a psychiatrist and I had to wait. I just had to wait so long. And then my psychologist went up and quit his job and went to do education or something. So I kind of was up shit creek for 2 years. And it wasn't until kind of last year that I really started looking into it again. I got a new doctor. So after all of that, in the last 6 months, I had a big spur of motivation. And I said, fuck it, I'm going to talk to a psychiatrist again. I'm going to try and get it together. And this time with the reports from the original psychiatrist and then the psychologist and a couple of my friends and family reporting as well how symptoms have affected me, I did manage to finally get a diagnosis. I cannot express enough how much of a relief that was. But that was 2 months ago now, technically coming on 3 in 2 days. I would have thought it would have been smoother, but unfortunately it wasn't. It wasn't smooth because what happened was I had my psychiatrist send the details to that doctor that was helping me out, who's a great doctor. She sent me to get a cardiologist review on the request of the psychologist, which I did, and to get blood tests done. I had 3 of them done, and a stress echocardiogram, and all of these other things. And I did all of that, and that took about a month of waiting for the cardiologist to get back to me. And then when I finally got the cardiologist's tick, and all of my tests were good, and it seems like my heart was fine, because for those who don't know, I did have a heart condition when I was a lot younger, and they were worried about that, which is fair. So it was good that I got the cardiologist review. But after all of those tests, I went back to my doctor and she just basically ghosted me for 3 weeks. The reason is because apparently she does not prescribe the medications that the psychiatrist was trying to get her to prescribe. So after 2 weeks of back and forth with her, she barely responds to emails and getting in touch with her because she's very busy. I kind of did eventually get through that she just wouldn't help me and referred me to some other doctor to try and get it. They referred me to a wonderful guy who's super great. And you'd think that'd be it, but unfortunately, no. I had to wait another 3 weeks up until yesterday for the Australian government to actually give me a permit to have Schedule 8 drugs, which dexamphetamine and methylphenidate are both Schedule 8 drugs. So they are, I can't just get them from anyone. So I had to get a permit, which took 15 days, business days, to get approved. So I waited 3 weeks for that. And finally yesterday, I got the drugs after 4 years. And now that I've taken it, I took it at 3 a.m. because that's when I wake up. I did feel something. I'm starting on a really small dose, like a literal baby dose. I did feel something click. It hasn't gotten rid of everything in my head. I can still think clearly. I feel like I've had a caffeine beverage of some kind, which I did. So I who knows? But I don't know. Do I feel like it's helped? Yes. Do I feel like it's done enough? No. I still feel like my head's running. I can focus. I went and got a bunch of stuff cleaned up and tested some goofy things that I'd been putting off for ages. So far, so good. I think it's a good thing that taking 2.5 milligrams hasn't seemed to increase my heart rate at all. But thankfully, I haven't got that yet at 2.5. We'll see how that goes over the next couple of days. I'll do another vlog thing tomorrow. All in all, right now, I feel okay. I feel relieved that I don't have to deal with it anymore. It seems like I have enough medication right now to last me for the next 4 months, which means I don't have to go and get another one, which is good. I won't have to go outside, which is excellent. I do feel like a slight disappointment that there wasn't like some massive awakening like you see with some people talking about it when they start it. And I didn't expect a miracle. I have taken it before, and that did seem to keep me focused. People said it made me hyperactive. It kind of makes sense. All in all, we'll see how it goes from here. Not got much planned today. Streams, I think I'm going to start them again soon. I got to try and get something in by the end of the month. But yeah, looking forward to see how things go. I got other stuff I could talk about. This is a proper introduction to my new character model that I've been working on. This is Kip. This is his new model. You guys have probably seen his Rex version, which I will now be retiring because I've gone through and I've made face tracking. I've got all of the body the way I want it to. I frankly think it looks quite fine. I will probably be only using this if I stream BRC. Here on out, this is Kip's new face, and hopefully you'll see some more art soon. Anyway, thank you if you have watched this. I will be trying to keep a daily vlog just to gather where I'm at, get a baseline, and keep track of stuff. If you guys have questions, please do ask them, or suggestions especially, because I'm doing this blind. Either way, I'm gonna see if these drugs help me edit this shit. Thank you for listening, guys. Should I do like a goodbye? That was cringe. I'm just gonna stop recording.